Alright, now this is non-trucking related. But as I get older, I'm hitting 40 mark, and this the 40 wake-up call. This is the 40 wake-up call. I feel like I'm working and not going nowhere, bro. Like, seriously, I feel like I'm working and ain't going nowhere in life. I feel like a fucking loser. What a job. The money is so low. The money is low. I ain't doing shit special with this money. Like, I'm just paying some bill, and that's about it. This money ain't changing my motherfucking life. This money ain't doing shit special. And for it to equal to anything, it's going to take months of work. Oh my God, it's going to take so long. I'm like, damn, this guy got to be a better way. This is so slow and asinine. It take weeks on top of weeks on top of weeks on top of weeks. You know, this type of job I'm doing, the pay fluctuate like a motherfucker. So I can't even really brag about getting big paychecks. They ain't consistent like a motherfucker. So it ain't, just shut the fuck up, Q, because it's inconsistent. It's not like you can do this week and do it again the same next week. No. Pay all over the fucking place, bro. Oh, God. I just feel like I'm working and going nowhere. Of course I'm broke, got a job, you know. I've read some of the biggest gurus online. Even though these gurus may have 1 million, 500,000 followers, you guys may not even know who the fuck they are. Because if you don't follow them, you don't know who the fuck they are. So I could throw out some names like Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, Tony Robinson, Gary Vee, Kevin David, Kevin Samuels, Dan Locke. Who else the guru? Alex Becker. Most of these motherfuckers got like either 500,000 or 1 million followers. All the names I just named. So many of them. So what people don't realize in the online world, you can be literally famous online and people still don't know your name. Retrospect speaking. You know what I mean? You know, it just is. Well, the world is so big, you can literally look somebody up and go to their YouTube or Instagram. Man, this bitch got 500,000, 250,000 followers. I don't even know what the person is. But you know what I've realized? I've read a lot of financial books. Let's just talk about financial advice is not a one-size-fits-all. Most of the gurus, then I mentioned Dave Ramsey. I don't know if I mentioned him or not, but anyway. Most of the gurus, what they'll talk about financial advice, they always focus on one thing: saving money. Saving money. Some of them talk about paying off your debt. You know what I realized? That's for people that already make a decent amount to good money. Okay? Nobody never talks about the people that don't make enough. Or your income is inconsistent. You have an inconsistent, your job, whether like a real estate agent or a car salesman or a truck, your paycheck is all over the place. 1 week is this, 1 week is that. It's just all over the place. Or your pay is not enough. All the gurus, but most of the gurus online, I would probably say 60%, they talk about saving. Even the church pastors, the Joel Osteen, why it don't matter. It don't matter. You know what I realized from all the gurus that only 25% of the gurus talk about this. If they talk about it, they don't talk about it enough because they talk about so much. But they don't talk about the people that don't make enough money. That's my only, and you don't make enough money. The less money you make in life, the harder life is. I've only heard a few percent. Alex Becker talk about that, and he was right on the money. You can outread a lot of people. This is what I realized. You can become a guru. Really, you know why you can become a guru? Because you can outread or out-listen to a lot of books and learn more than most people. The gurus are so right, but they're so wrong at the same time. A percentage of people don't need to worry about saving money. They need to make more money. Dave Ramsey's whole method is about saving, paying off your debt, saving, paying off your debt. Okay, that's great for people that already, if you already got a high income, a middle class income, whatever that is for your state, right? If you don't have a high income, If you got an income around the poverty line, anywhere close, which I think anywhere about 50,000, you don't make enough money. Especially if you got kids. You put kids into it. Now, Alex Beckel book was, Alex Beckel book was probably one of the best books I've ever read. It's like the 10 Pillars of Wealth. Best books I've ever, nobody talks about that. He said, nobody talks about what if you get sick? What if you get fired? What was that? N. Jamarco talk about the stock market takes too long. It takes 10, 20 years. It takes way too motherfucking long. One guru did say it, right? He said, by the time you get rich off the stock market, poor people, what did somebody say? One of the gurus did say, lower income people don't got discretionary income, meaning extra income. I believe that's what that's meaning. You don't have extra income. When you make 40, 50,000 and you live check to check to check, multiple kids, you don't have any extra income. That's my biggest thing about the gurus, man. People like Dave Ramsey, you know why he can't relate to most people? Let's just use him for an example. And there's no shade. Half of his advice is right. The other half is wrong. Because he's not talking about the people that don't make enough money. Dave Ramsey is a millionaire. He's a perfect example. Dave Ramsey, Tony Robinson, Gary Vee. And who did I hear talking? Man, one guru like Grant Cardone talking about some 400,000. He would be embarrassed. You know how many Americans make 400,000? Probably that's automatically in the 1%. Damn. Automatically. Fuck. Yes. That's automatically 1% income. I think once you get over 200K, you're like in the 10%. Once you get millionaire status, 1%. Damn. So that means most people don't even make over 250K. Damn. So, his advice, I just realized as I get older, I said, what did you go wrong in life? This is what I realized after my interpretation out of all the gurus' information, outside of starting an online business. This is what everybody can relate to. You know what I realized that millions of people fuck up at? Is working dead-end jobs. Jobs where the pay is so low. Inflation goes up, but your salary doesn't go up. For an example, this is just an example. I worked at a job for 10 years. At the 7-year mark, my pay didn't hardly go up. Nothing. I've been at that job. I became a supervisor, worked my way up. My pay still was shitty, and my rent had run up at that time. My pay ain't hardly go up. It may have went up $50. It ain't hardly go up for damn. You see that man like, wow, what's $50 more on your paycheck? Shit, that ain't shit, bro. Especially when you include you've been there for like 5-7 years. Damn. The cost of inflation goes up before your pay go up. You cannot stay, this is what I've realized. You cannot stay at a lower paying job for more than 3 to 5 years because the cost of inflation goes up and your pay never goes up. Some jobs, they have a potential for you to grow, for you to get a double. You have a potential for you to double your paycheck. There's many different industries, but only industries that I know offhand, like is trucking, for an example, or being a real estate agent, or being somebody that's in sales, like a car salesman, real estate agent, or anybody that's like in sales, where you could double or triple your income based on your performance. Not necessarily based on how hard you work. It's based on your performance, not necessarily based on how hard you work. I'm sure it's really other industries that's similar, but them the only that I can relate to. That I know of, okay? Sure, there's probably many others. But see, when you work, meaning like a receptionist, cook, cashier, supervisor, a temporary supervisor, a manager at Wawa, a manager at Speedway, them jobs, the pay is so low. And then some industries, it's an insult to be called a manager because your management pay is so fucking low. It's an insult. It's not like you a manager at Nike. It's not like you a manager at Apple. No, these piss poor management pay jobs. Management pay fluctuates, especially in the fast food industry. It's an insult of their intelligence. I know. I worked in food service and retail, and I interviewed for so many fast food jobs, management. Now looking back at it, bro, that's an insult for your intelligence. And I got friends, old friends of mine, girls, women, men, I know they work in food service for years. Pay is so low, it's embarrassing. It is for them to have been working at it for 10 or 20 years. Yes, it is. To me, once you've been working at a job for like over 10 years, and you understand how that, I would say 5 years, to me, you have a degree in that field. You understand how that field operates better than most people, especially at the 5-year mark, especially when you are some type of manager or supervisor. Now, you don't need a fucking degree. And then here's the thing, nobody tells you. In some industries, they're not going to pay you more because they got a degree. Or getting a degree in that field is not worth the debt because you still don't make that much money. Food service and retail is a good example. Why you want to go $30,000, $20,000 in debt to get that degree? They only gonna pay you $1 more. That ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. Like, it ain't worth all your hard work. Get $30,000 in debt or whatever it is and all that, man. It ain't worth it, bro. They're not paying you more. And this is the thing about corporate America. Everybody cannot be a manager. If this is the career advice nobody talks about. If only the managers make any decent amount of money, that's not the career to go into. Yes, that's what I realized about food. Only the managers make any money, and what they make is laughable. It's an insult to their intelligence. I know. I've been with people that have been in management food service for 10 to 20 years. What they get paid is a fucking insult. They should not be buying. I think you get poor motherfuckers making 45, 50,000. You give them a house. What's the problem? When you buy a house, it comes with so many other responsibilities. I read a study that 80% of people regret buying a house. 80% of people. You want to know why? Because they didn't realize how much other shit that comes with it. Not just paying the mortgage. You got so many other bills. Literally, when you buying a house, you got to pay for so much other shit. To me, almost $50,000, you shouldn't buy a house. But they let you finance a house, $50,000. Depends on, obviously the cost of the house, but, And then this is what I realized that no gurus talk about. I'm sure some, but this is realized nobody brought to life. This is two things that drain your income. A mortgage and having a lot of kids. So having a lot of kids, $50,000 ain't shit. $50,000 is okay for somebody to have no kids. But once you bring kids into it, $50,000 ain't shit. Then once you bring a high mortgage to $50,000 ain't shit. Easy can swallow that $50,000 up with no problem. Kids can swallow that $50,000 up. Shit, you ain't what that. It's $1,000 a week. I take out taxes. What is that? $800-900 out taxes. What's that? I just feel like I'm broken. I realized this. I realized was my major fuck up in my life. Staying at piss poor jobs that have no growth potential, or you grow. Like I said, you grow, but the growth is the pay is so low as you grow, it ain't worth it. Like food service retail, I spent 10 years doing that. Me reflecting and me getting raises. Dude, the cost of inflation went up. No, I kept putting rooms because I felt like my pay wasn't enough back then. That was over 15 years ago. I made $30,000 a year. That's equivalent to probably $40,000 in today's market. Keep in mind, because of inflation. Now, that was 15 years ago. In today's money, that's probably equivalent to $45,000 in today's money. I still didn't feel like that was enough. But I didn't know anything about money. I had to read. I had to study the gurus, and the gurus taught me more about money than school did, than the University of Phoenix This is what I realized about schools. Schools give so much outdated information. Some of the gurus online are ahead of schools. When it comes to understanding money and how money works, yes, there are. That's what I realized. By the time it's in a textbook, it's like 5-10 years old. Like learning about online business, needing a business that can scale. How come these pastors and these gurus make all this money? Because they have a business that can scale. Once your business that can scale, you can sell and market it to thousands of people. And then it's not affected by the economy. Okay? It doesn't matter whether it's fitness, whether it's selling real estate courses, whether you're selling protein shakes, whether it doesn't matter the industry that you're in. Whether you're selling online dating coaching, it doesn't matter the industry that you're in. If it's online, it can survive a recession. It's not worried about an economy. The economy basically doesn't affect it. Like these YouTubers right now, they're not affected by the economy. They're not. They're not affected by the economy. You know, it's so much the gurus have taught me, and I realized, oh man, I was wrong about a lot. You know, I'm looking like, why I didn't get ahead? Why I can't buy a fancy house, nice cars? You don't hardly make any money. You didn't, even though you spent 10 years and dedicated your life to one job for a long, long time. The pay was so fucking low. It's like an insult, bro. The pay was so low, you didn't even know it back then. And then even though you took all these classes at University of Phoenix, that was, once again, that was over 10 years ago. They didn't teach that didn't teach you anything either. I swear the Alex Beckel book taught me more. The Alex Beckel, 10 Pillars of Wealth. In between the Alex Beckel and what's that, Russell Brunson? Now, some information is bad. Like Dave Ramsey. The only thing I don't like about Dave Ramsey, he missed a whole group of people. The people that need to make more money. You mean, like if you live in check to check and you behind on shit, how you gonna save 6 months of income? Every time you get paid, you got $50 left, $100 left on your bank account, on your check. Nigga, what you mean? I ain't gonna never have 6 months. Like, seriously. Like if you, every time you get paid, if you got $50 or $100 left, you ain't gonna never have 6 months worth of income. That easy to tell you don't make enough money. If all your income is 70% of your income is going to bills, you don't make enough money. That is what it's 70%. And that's usually people, most of the time it's people around that $40,000, $50,000 mark. Not unless you got a high mortgage, not unless you have a lot of kids. Financial advice is not a one-size-fits-all. I've realized that. But, you know, it's not but Dave Ramsey, but who's the deal? This is what nobody's not telling you. Once people see followers, they'll look at you like you're God. So people look at Dave Ramsey like he's God. They look at Grant Cardone like he's God. Like he's the president. So they believe everything that you say. Dave Ramsey, Church Roman. So once you have all these followers, people will follow what you say. They were already hypnotized by you. A majority of people. Now, that's not all of them, but you don't need everybody. See, you don't need everybody to follow your plan. You just need a group of them to follow your plan. Like the Dave Ramsey, Grant Cardone, the Tony Robinsons. I've realized that now. Now, nobody talks about that. Now, a few gurus talk about that, but a majority of them don't talk about people that need to make more money. These poor people that like living check to check. Housekeepers with 3 kids, Uber drivers with multiple kids. I mean, come on now. And with today's technology, we can look up, okay, what does the average Uber driver makes? Okay, 45, 50,000, 50,000 on the high end. Okay, you can look up, now with the dimension of technology, you can look up what somebody make, given their position. Housekeeper, cook, receptionist. And this is what I've realized, this is what nobody talks about. 50 cents every year is not enough. You want to know why? Because, especially when you got low pay. If you get 50 cents every year, it seems like a lot, but it's not a lot. Because every year, cost of inflation goes up. Many people don't even get that. Some people get 20 cents. Some people get 40 cents. Damn. So you're poor on top of poor on top of poor. A different skill, like either becoming a plumber, a truck driver. Lots of people, millions of people will never make 70 and 80,000. That's what nobody telling people. Millions of people will never make 70 or $80,000. Millions of people. You want to know why? Because the industry. Outside of starting an online business, This the thing nobody tells you about online business. The online market, nobody cares about your felonies and misdemeanors. So you can be a YouTube star with felonies and misdemeanors. And then don't follow your passion. God, I wish somebody would have told me that. I wish somebody would have broke that down to me. Why not follow your passion? This is why you shouldn't think about this. Think long and hard. Don't judge things based on your emotions. Judge things based on logic. Don't follow your passion, because whatever you're passionate about, you may not know how to market it and sell it. Talent is not enough. You can be talented at a lot of things that can make a lot of money. If you don't know how to market and sell it, it's a lot of people that are talented at things and they're delivering pizzas and they're fucking Uber drivers. But they have a talent and skill at something else, but they don't know how to market and sell it. That's a whole nother aspect of it. That's what nobody tells you. Okay? That's what talent is not enough. You can be talented. The thing about talent, you don't need to be world class. You just need to be better than 80% of people at something to teach it to somebody else. That's all I got. That was beautiful when one of the gurus broke that down. He said, at any skill at something, you don't need to be Tom Brady or Michael Jordan. You just need to be better than 80% of people. That's all. Like in fitness, I've spent most of my life in fitness. So I've realized I understand fitness better than 80% of people. 80% easily. And I can learn more on top of more and understand more at a higher degree. For an example, Tom Brady sees football better than most people. Michael Jordan, even though he's old and retired, he still says basketball better than most people, because he wrote at it and practiced it and played it. So he sees it. And like bodybuilders, because I come from that world of bodybuilding and fitness, bodybuilders see fitness better than 80% of people. So they can break down fitness, why this work and why this work, better than majority of the population. Majority. See what I'm saying? You don't need to be world class at something to teach it. You just need to be better than most people, because most people have no clue. People like Tom Brady can teach basketball. Oh yeah, but the average person, some of the average NFL people that's in the NFL, because they're still some of the average people that's in basketball, some of the average bodybuilders that's not pro body, they can teach fitness to 80% of the population. Because they see it, they don't need to be a pro. They see it better. Like, even though I never became a pro bodybuilder, I just bodybuild at an average level and studied and followed it at an average level. But I still, even though my skill set is still better than most people. You see that? You see that when it comes to I think that's my highest IQ. Right now is my fitness IQ. Now becoming it, and it's financial IQ, because I've studied it over like a 5 or 10 year period. That made me see things in so many different angles. Now, go back to finance. The biggest thing that I see people do is work dead-end jobs for more than 5 years, because the cost of living goes up and your pay doesn't go up. The less money you make, the harder life is. Okay? Repeat myself. The less money you make, the harder life is. And you can't stay at low-paying jobs. You got to get a skill. Don't follow your passion. A group of people can follow their passion, great. You know, let's say doctors, lawyers, they make a lot of money. Yeah, yes. But as doctors and lawyers, most people? No. No, but okay, that's a niche of people. A massive amount of people, millions and millions, just working dead-end jobs. It's hard to elevate your life the less money you make. Okay? You have less options. Way, way, way less options. That's why it's 40 and 50-year-old losers. Why is that? For an example, they spent their life working low-paying jobs, and life is hard to get ahead. So you can be struggling and poor with a job because the job don't pay that much. See what I'm saying? Or you need to work at that job for months to save any money. Months, bro, months. Shit, what a job. So, the gurus got it right, man. You can, and then this is what nobody teaches you. You can outread and outstudy most people when they're understanding the finance. At a basic level, we spend too long at dead-end jobs. And even though, let's just say 3 to 5 years passed, but your salary ain't hardly went up. Even though it's been 3-5 years. I know, because I know friends of mine. And this makes sense now. Now this makes sense. The industry pays so low. Now that makes sense. I get it now.